Okay, so it is halfway through the third week. Students have been doing some courses on pottery and GIS for a little while. So back on site now, opening up the other two quadrants. It's going really well. You can see how good this is starting to look now. We've got the banks of the buildings very clearly coming through, where you've got that collapse overlying the solid remaining core of the wall. So we'll just be cleaning this up today, getting the turf off. Metal detected, because that was part of the license agreement. Didn't find anything, but we did it. And just getting the last sods off of this quadrant here, and you can see the wall. It's that band of stone running through there. So that'll come up quite quickly now when we trowel all this away and get down to something solid. This quadrant is essentially finished for now. We have to go back in and deal with the floor levels, but we're at them, so that's on pause. We've got to stop and record all this now, and we're doing the same over here. We've got another new quadrant opened, and again you can see the wall coming through very obviously. That mass there. We've got a little bit of the wall of the next building coming through along the side here, so we won't do too much with that. Just expose it and record it, and then leave that one. But we'll work much more extensively through there, get all that off. So you can see them here. Oh. There they are, coming on the returning wall. Now hopefully there's an entrance right about where Leslie's getting to, but we'll see what happens with that. And then this quad, again, we're finished with the floor. I mean, it needs a cleaning up. We're at the right height in there, and we've almost got all the soil out now, the collapse and the rubble. They're just straightening up the sides, finishing off this one, and then this will be ready for recording very soon. This has been great in here. What you've got, that slope there is the cut of the terrace, where they've cut into the hillside to create a level platform for the back end, the upslope end of the building. And that area is quite narrow. It's 2 meters or something, and it's been used as a rubbish dump by the look of it, because we've had hundreds of pieces of pottery and glass and slate and all sorts of finds coming out just to this area. Now elsewhere we're not getting very much, so they've obviously been dumping all their stuff around the back of the building, just letting it pile up in here. So that's been great. I think we've about 150 pieces maybe out of those few meters. So that's where we're at. Give us another, tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow we should have this all, pretty well exposed and ready to start recording. And then next week really just finishing off the excavation and getting everything recorded. Then the 2 weeks after that we'll be dealing with the interior and then getting everything reinstated. So we're okay. We've got some nice weather coming, which is good, and lovely straight trenches now. I always like a nice trench layout. I won't bore you with the spoil heap, but the spoil heap is a very organised piece of kit. Very, very impressive. Pleases me. I've done well working with that. So yeah, that's where we're at on Thursday on week 3. And yeah, we'll video again at the end of tomorrow, and I think everything will start looking really impressive by then. Alright. Right, it's the Friday on the third week, end of the third week, and as I said the other day, get some rapid progress now. You can see this trench is fully finished. Very clear, very nicely built wall. You've got to give it credit. It's big. Good survival. You see that nice curving corner on it there, and that's that rear terrace. So where they've scarped into the hillside, obviously they've hit into some bedrock and couldn't get through that, but dug the rest of it out. I guess the rest of the edge of the the terrace is this little slope. You can probably just see coming through there. So I'm above the terrace here. That's it, just at the bottom of the shop. So all of that would be backfilled terrace as well. Got the interior. We think we found the hearth, which is great. These buildings probably would have just had an open fire in the middle. They sometimes have a chimney built into the dividing wall, but this looks like just the edge of the hearth. It's under the centre bulks, of course, so we'll have to get all that out later on, have a proper look at it. You can see in this bottom quad now the walls coming through really clearly. We're actually not far off finishing that one. Obviously the interior is a different story, but we're kind of missing the entrance. We've got this thing that I suppose might be it. We'll have to have a look. It actually looks more convincing than the entrance on the other side in that sense. Because that really just looks like a break. There's nothing lining it other than that one stone going through. So I've never been that happy with it. It's certainly not opposed to it, because if that is the edge of the entrance with that big stone, then the entrance should be there behind Grace. That's not Grace, that's Katie. Oh, it is Grace. What am I talking about? But you've got these two nice stones here, so it's shifted over. It just may be that there's a couple of stones being robbed and it's missing, so we'll find that out next week and take the rest of this overburden off. Down slope. You can see, you know, the corners there, it's been robbed or collapsed. We've lost the outer face on this upper course, but it's still pretty clear and obvious. Let's get in, show you Joanne and Leslie. You know, that's a really nice straight wall face running up through. We're just getting down to the base outside here. We've still got to get this bit off the top and get through there. So there's, you know, another day's work to get this finished and ready for recording, I suppose. So that does line up wonderfully though, you see. I mean, it's not a surprise, but it is nice to see it. And then we've got this last quarter here, which has just been cleaned, ready for its photograph, and then we'll be able to start planning this one as it happens, which is great. Now that's a bit more confused looking at the moment. Do actually know what's happening. Remember, we've got this terrace around the back of the building. Well, this first set of stone around there is the stuff. It's overlying the top of the infilled terrace. We had it in pieces over there, and it's quite a dense layer. You can see it in that section face there. So you have all that stone horizontal, and underneath just a deep soil deposit, which has been used as a rubbish tip. Like, that's a bit confusing to think about how that's happened. Whether that's just collapsed off the building, or at some point there was so much rubbish up the back they wanted to stop using it, they just layered over it with rough stonework. I have to think about that. The wall isn't blindingly obvious at the moment because there's still a lot of collapse and stuff, but you can see it, the mass of it there, and then the line of it is those big stones there. I'll try and get it for you. You can see the inside wall face there, and you can probably tell it now, joining onto that stuff. So, you know, we know where it all is, we know what it looks like. It's got to be planned. We've got to get this rubble out of the interior, but that's after the planning now. So that's it. We're just packing up on Friday afternoon. It's been a nice day. Beautiful views over Clew Bay from here, of course. And didn't find anything. Yeah, we got a nice find yesterday, but it's also a bit confusing. We found a what's it called? A stropping handle, which is a special little handle for clipping disposable razor blades into, so that they could be stropped on a leather like you would with a cutthroat razor. And it's patented from 1922. Not sure when it was manufactured, but the patent for that design was taken out in 1922. So you see that. We'll put some pictures up for you to see that. So that's a nice find. Wouldn't relate to the occupation, but it's odd that it's overlying the building, because it's quite a rare artifact. It's quite fancy. So it's sort of struggling to think how that got here. There's a story there somewhere. I'm gonna have to try and think about it. It's tempting to say it was the Coast Guards, but they were gone by that point. They would have been out of here in 22 or 23. You know, the thing's only been patented. It was patented in America. So it must have been, you know, this is an English copy of an American patent that's got its way to Ireland, been used for a while and then lost. So, you know, it's a curious one. How did that get here? Anyway, we're packing up to get these last photos done, and then we're off for the weekend. The guys are going over to Clare Island to see the archaeology over there. So they'll have a nice adventure over on Clare. Some lovely stuff. Great medieval abbey over there with very rare Irish style wall paintings that survive, and a very nice tower house that belonged to Grace O'Malley, a famous pirate queen. So it's one of the signal towers. I don't know if they'll make it all the way there. That's quite a long walk, but yeah, and I'm going to get a nice restful weekend in, so that's good too. Anyways, everyone give us a wave. Yeah, happy Friday face.